With our Alaskan cruise well and truly kicked off with multiple days at sea and an entire port of call, we found ourselves looking ahead to our next stop and the biggest port of the cruise. Juneau, the esteemed capital city of Alaska, characterized by its bustling high street and historic buildings. While Icy Strait Point was a relatively peaceful port surrounded by wilderness, Juneau is a proper American city with miles of paved road and over 30 times more residents than Hoonah. With a 3-part tour lined up on the excursion front, this had the potential to be the best stop of the trip, so we woke up bright and early for a quick rendezvous in the theatre before heading out for another set of dry land activities. We're off the ship once again. We're in the capital city of Alaska. The flags are flying and we're about to go on some tour of all the highlights of this city. And also another glacier, the second and I think last of this trip, so we're going to make the most of it. It's looking very pretty. The mountain influence continues. There's seems to be another lift or possibly zipline up there. They love their cables in Alaska. It's looking quite dire at the moment. A lot of shipping containers and the weather's not amazing, but hopefully it'll clear up later like it did yesterday. Not gonna hold my breath on that though. There's the ship once again. See you at 5. After boarding the tour bus, we met our charismatic guide for the day, who promptly started dropping obscure facts about everything we passed. The drive to our first stop was slightly bumpy and unsurprisingly scenic, and after 20 minutes we spotted part 1 of the tour. Yet another wall of ice, Mendenhall Glacier, where we set off on a short hike to get the day rolling. Give us a glacier fact, Rachel.
Did you know that glaciers are home to not one, but 2 polar bears a year?
Wow! That's not true. Okay, so we've done a little walk to the photo point. This is apparently the closest you can get, photo-wise, to the glacier. Mendenhall, that is. It's not that impressive from this point. I don't know. Maybe they should build like a bridge or something. That would be fun. What do you think, buddy?
Well, it's really nice, isn't it? It's pretty shiny and
yeah. Go jump in the water. Demonstrate how cold it is. Go jump in the water.
Really nice.
Hannah, go jump in the water. Go jump.
And it's just
in the water.
No.
It's the water.
Because,
it's lovely and cold.
The water's really mega cold because the ice.
No, it's not. It's not like cold. Trust.
Makes it.
It's really warm actually. We're on our second trail of the day, out to Nugget Falls. I don't know why they call it that. The tour guide told us it was an hour round trip walk. The signs say it's a 45-minute walk. It's about a mile. We could probably do that in half an hour, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully this will be more impressive than the other trail. Did you know that porcupines climb trees? I did not. So we made it to the waterfall. That's trail 2 complete. We saw a porcupine on the way, which was an unlikely surprise. That was we were very happy with. We didn't get shot by any of the spines either. Hannah's here too. I almost slipped on some mud when I was running here, which was quite fun. The waterfall is refreshing. The water is ice cold for good reason, but you can't see the glacier from here, which is the only downside. A good hike indeed. This is a solid visitor center. Very nice. Nice. They even have a real piece of glacier ice. It's cold. I'm going to put this in my pocket. Finishing up at the visitor centre, we hop back on the tour bus after a strong start to the day for a short drive over to our second destination, but not before spotting some wildlife in its natural habitat. We're at our second stop on this excursion, a salmon hatchery. We're going to see some salmon being hatched and also touch some sea cucumber and starfish. That'll be fun. Passing through exhibit after exhibit, we learned all about the life of a salmon and their eternal pain and struggle to carry on existing. These are the babies. They look tasty. Yes, Hannah, these are all signs. But eventually we grew a bit tired of staring at brutal infographics. I don't like this. So we took some time to observe the local seal troop, who decided to have fish for lunch. Seal spotted. Continuing on inside, we proceeded to violate the personal space of several inanimate sea creatures, before swiftly moving on to our final stop of the tour.
That's strange, that's really strange. None of them look particularly happy.
We're in our final stop of this tour, a museum. We're going to be here for an hour, but also our tour guide has told us that we can just leave if we want and go into the town centre, which I think we're going to do, because I can't see us spending too long here. But it's pretty cool. We're in some kind of tribal hut right now. We're going to take a look around, see what we can dig up. They've got these really intuitive screens to see what the tribal boats would look like in their day. They're very up to date and really fast. They work really well. And so our tour of the Juneau area came to an end, not with a bang but rather with a gentle fizzle. Despite this, our time in the big city was far from over as we left the safety of our tour group and set off for the downtown area to explore its many wacky shops and attractions. We're done at that museum. We've run into our partnership from yesterday, Quantum of the Seas, back again, partnering us in the dock. This is the last time we'll see this ship, unless we see them in Vancouver, which I'm not sure about. We won't see them in Ketchikan, so farewell to them if this is the last time we'll see them. We're taking a walk down to the centre of Juneau, see some shops, get some souvenirs, maybe some food. And then I think we have like 2 hours, maybe 3, until we have to go back to the ship. We've stopped at another shop like we did yesterday, get some food. I've gone straight to the sweet section. I need something to keep me going from sugar, so I'll try and get something different from yesterday. So we're done in that shop. I purchased a local delight, huckleberry pretzels. Hello. They're quite nice. Very, you can tell that it's berry, but I've never tasted something like that before.
Oh yeah, it's a berry, isn't it?
Yes, Hannah. We're walking down the main street, we run into a fudge shop. I cannot describe how nice it smells in here. We might buy some, I'll keep you updated. Didn't get any fudge, but we did get cookies. And they are very, very good. Hannah, show the camera your cookie.
Yum.
We're pretty much done on this main street now. It is 2:23 exactly, and we're heading back to the ship for our debarkation, which is embarkation, which is in like a couple hours, but it will take a while to get back. It's a nice street though, except for like the one really ugly block of flats. That cookie I had, really sickly. I've got the hiccups now. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, the crowds are really picking up, so it's not that enjoyable. We also went into this XXL shop. That was fun too. Also in dock today is the Seabourn Odyssey. We passed these folks on the way back from the first glacier, the Stikane ice caps. It's a little ship, 150 staterooms. How cute. This here is the cable car that goes up the mountain. Estimates say that it's like $30 plus, so we're not doing that. We went up a free one yesterday, and that had a pretty good view. This one probably have a better view, but it's just too expensive, you know? They actually call it a tram. I don't see why it's a tram, but I think they're about to go up. It's cool anyways, just looking at it from the ground, I guess. As another day of adventuring drew to a close, we returned to our home on the Wonder for a quick departure from Juneau. Then, as the sun set on day 5 of the cruise, we settled into Animator's Palate for another artistic dinner and a unique show featuring our very own drawings.
Time to draw.
Be our guest, put our service to the test. Tie your napkin round your neck, Sherry, and we provide the rest.
Oh mine doesn't have any outlines. Damn it.
Yeah, I told you.
Oh. Someone drew Batman. What the heck? And they do Joker too. What the heck?
Our day in the capital was a marked improvement from the day before, with a longer set of excursions, a wider range of wildlife, and just a generally more interesting setting. The city itself was a solid mix of historic monuments and tourist activities and made a strong impression on the overall trip, but it could still be topped by the next port in line. As we raced towards the end of the cruise, only one stop remained, with the potential to be the best one so far. And so, as the ship fell quiet once again, we turned southwards, bound for Ketchikan.